Above your head, towering coast redwoods reach hundreds of feet into the sky. Below your feet, the ground is soft, flexible, and moist. Breathe in the cool, fresh air and take in the amazing scenery. You are standing beneath some of the largest, oldest, and tallest coast redwood trees in existence. Many of the trees here are more than 1,000 years old. Passionate preservationists worked hard to protect these trees. The ancient grove of redwoods you see today stands as a tribute to the efforts of preservationists past, present, and future. Visitors from around the world come to Henry Cowell Redwood State Park to see the giant trees in the famous Redwood Grove. Many are surprised to find that there is much more to discover here. This park preserves 4 spectacular and diverse habitats with over 20 miles of trails. Search the sky for soaring hawks and migratory swallows, and listen for California quail as you view the expansive, bountiful grassland. Rippling water sings you its song as it travels down the river through the lush riparian forest. Soft, moist earth dramatically changes to dry, porous sand from an ancient sea as you visit the rare and fragile Sand Hill community. Travel to the heart of the park and visit the stunning Cathedral Redwoods. Starting in the mid-1800s, curious visitors came from around the world to see these giant trees. This influenced Joseph Welch to purchase this land and preserve this popular place as a resort. If you visited this grove in 1867, Mr. Welch would take your admission fee and invite you to stay at Welch's Big Trees Resort. On your trip today, you may have brought a camera to take pictures of these awe-inspiring redwoods. In the same way, photographer Andrew P. Hill came here with his camera in the year 1899 to take pictures in Welch's Big Trees Resort, but the proprietor refused to allow picture taking. Andrew Hill grew angry at this and left Welch's Grove determined to create a public park where the trees belonged to everyone. He formed a group called the Sempervirens Club that united to create the park we now know as Big Basin Redwoods, our oldest state park.
These trees, because of their size and antiquity, are among the natural wonders of the world and should be saved for posterity. Andrew P. Hill.
60 years later, the Welch family sought to sell their land. Sempervirens Club member William Jeter fought to save these trees, even writing letters and making phone calls from a hospital bed. Just before his death, this former Santa Cruz mayor and lieutenant governor of California learned that his efforts had paid off. The county of Santa Cruz purchased Welch's Big Trees Resort and renamed it Big Trees County Park. In 1954, Samuel H. Cowell introduced an exciting proposition. He offered to dramatically expand the boundaries of the park by donating 1,700 acres of land bordering the grove for a park named in memory of his father, Henry Cowell. Henry Cowell Redwood State Park provides you a place to hike, camp, picnic, bicycle, ride horseback, watch wildlife, and find peaceful places to relax just 15 minutes from downtown Santa Cruz. Today, you walk the same path as the early tourists and preservationists that cherished these trees. Meander through the redwoods to reach the San Lorenzo River, where sycamore, box elder, and fragrant bay laurel trees take root. The river deposits rich fertile soil that supports the largest riverside riparian forest in Santa Cruz. Cottonwood, alder, and willow trees provide cool cover for fish like steelhead trout. The river attracts a wide variety of wildlife, such as this green heron looking for its next meal. If you're lucky, you might spot raccoon, coyote, deer, striped skunk, or gray fox along the river, or see their tracks in the sand. Bordering the riparian forest, the open sunny grassland is the best place to spot wildlife. As you walk along the meadow trail, look for deer grazing. Look and listen for coyotes. Just a few of them howling and yapping can sound like dozens are just around the corner. Search the sky and treetops for hawks, kites, and other raptors commonly seen hunting for a variety of small prey. As evening falls, you might hear an owl. Hiking to the park's observation deck, you'll notice a change beneath your feet. How did all this sand get here? Why do you feel like you're walking on the beach? Yes, at one time, this sand was ocean floor. That's why this area is home to an entirely different community of plants and animals. These are the rare and unique ponderosa pine sandhills. Plants like silverleaf manzanita, sticky monkey flower, and yerba santa grow in the dry, porous soil. Instead of moisture-dependent redwoods, you'll see ponderosa pines. Since the sandy soil is prone to erosion, it's important to stay on the trail while enjoying this fragile habitat. The crystal clear water of Fall Creek cascades through a series of miniature waterfalls. It's hard to believe this was once one of the largest industrial sites in Felton. This section of the park is located off Felton Empire Road. Here you can hike to see the old lime kilns where the IXL Lime Company operated. If you stood here in 1850, the heat from the kilns would be intense. Lime is made by burning limestone, so while blasters used explosives to break down the limestone cliff, lumberjacks cut trees to fuel the kilns. The high-grade lime that came from Fall Creek's Blue Cliff was shipped to market and used as an ingredient to make sidewalks, plaster, whitewash, and mortar for brick buildings. The redwoods that you see in Fall Creek today are the children standing in the shadows of where the mother tree lived. When a redwood tree falls, something surprising happens. Up from its roots, new trees sprout. This is one of the reasons coast redwoods are called ever-living trees. What might this forest look like in 1,000 years? As you enjoy the park, remember that the future of the trees, grassland, sandhills, and riparian forest is now in your hands. Keep in mind the motto, "Take only pictures and leave only footprints." Thanks to photographer Andrew P. Hill and other preservationists, we are able to enjoy this simple luxury. Following in the footsteps of the park's founders, you are now the people that can ensure that future generations have the ability to revel in the amazing beauty of Henry Cowell Redwood State Park.